Attention SaaS CEOs, is your content marketing failing to convert readers and viewers into paying users? Give me the next 5 minutes and I will reveal how to create content that reliably turns your audience into ideal customers using a proven evidence-based approach. My name is Jean-Michel Moreau and I help SaaS CEOs unlock product growth using a scientific approach to advertising. After 20 years of experience, I've created the massive feedback method so that CEOs can grow and scale faster and make a bigger impact with their products. So you're pouring time and effort into content marketing, hoping to attract new users for your SaaS product. You know content can be an incredible growth engine when it's done right, but your content isn't moving the needle. You're not seeing the flood of new signups and revenue growth that you expected, and worse, you're not even sure why it's not working, and you're not sure what needs to change. That's where my Rapid Marketing Canvas comes in. It gives you a clear step-by-step plan for developing content that systematically shifts your audience beliefs and turns them into excited buyers. Most content fails because it's not built on a foundation of evidence-based influence. But with the right belief journey in place, you can reliably guide readers to that aha moment where your product becomes the obvious solution. Here's how it works. Step 1, you map out the current and desired beliefs of your target audience. Step 2, you identify the evidence that will shift those beliefs. And step 3, create content assets to deliver that evidence through each stage of the journey. And we're not talking about installing beliefs that aren't true. We're looking for limiting beliefs that are preventing your ideal user from taking the action that they need to take to see the results that they want in their life with your product. So let me show you how it works. I'll show you on the whiteboard. So here's how it looks on the whiteboard. And this is heavily inspired by the Strategizer series of books and value proposition design. So what we have here is your ideal customer profile, your ICP. So your description of them goes in here. This is your product, and the marketing in the middle is helping create the beliefs that you need to create buyers with your content. And this is how you map it out. You can use this on a miro board, or you can use this printed out on a whiteboard and use Post-its in your co-located team. In your ideal customer profile, you have, of course, their emotional and functional jobs to be done. You have the pain points that they experience, and you have their next step blockers. What is that? There's things that they have to do in order to be ready to use your app, right? And if you know what those are, you can help them get those initial tasks done so that once they're done, your app is the immediate next step for them. So you're keeping track of those here. And of course, they have a dream outcome and they have false beliefs. Everybody has beliefs and things that aren't true, and some of those beliefs are holding us back from taking the action that we need to get the results that we want. So we need to know what those are, and that's going to be key to creating buyers. How does this work? You take all the false beliefs and you lay them out in a journey. And this is sort of the order in which they need to be changed, so that once you get that last domino belief, they're ready to take action, they're ready to try your app, they're ready to become a customer. You've sequenced their journey of beliefs, but you need to know what you're going to replace them with. So you need an equivalent sequence of new beliefs. But how do you get someone to change their beliefs, right? That is not easy, except when it is. It's easy to change someone's belief when you show them evidence that they can't ignore that it's true. And it has to be evidence they can't ignore. That's where these black swans come in. Have you heard of the black swan idea, right? Where does the term black swan come from? Well, let's say you went to school and you learned that there are only white swans. You actually hired a swan expert, you have a degree in swans, use only white swans. If I want to convince you otherwise, it would take an amazingly long and difficult debate, probably wouldn't do anything. But if I just showed you a black swan, didn't have to say anything, don't have to say you're wrong, you need to change, just show them a black swan, suddenly they believe in black swans and they came up with it for themselves. And that's what changes the belief. So for every new belief, you need a black swan. Let me give you a concrete example. So I help SaaS CEOs. A lot of SaaS CEOs believe that SEO is a great way to get started marketing their new SaaS product. And I think they believe that because it's cheap. It's like free customers if it works. But what I need them to know is that SEO has an extremely long feedback loop. It takes 6 to or more months for your work to pay off, for you to get ranking in Google, for you finally to see if you're getting traffic from that article, and then you don't even know if that article is creating buyers. I could try to explain that to you, or I could just show you results, like studies from SEMrush about the typical time, or I could show you the stories, the real concrete stories of SaaS CEOs that have went this route and have failed. Just showing you them, showing SaaS CEOs that kind of result, I don't have to go trying to change beliefs anymore. They just see the stories and they're like, oh, maybe this isn't the best way to get started. I can also pair that up with stories of people who took paid ads as an approach and did it the right way and were able to accelerate growth with a quick feedback loop. So that's how it works. You're showing evidence instead of trying to push people to have different beliefs, right? This is your product. And I don't want to go into too much detail. If you want the guide, just comment Canvas below and I'll send you the guide just for watching this video. Everything has an equivalent. So we take these false beliefs, we go through the this belief journey, and we go to the one belief that your product is trying to convey. What's the one belief? Well, the one belief is if you have this belief, you're a customer, right? So for Russell Brunson, if you guys know the internet marketing guru named Russell Brunson, his one belief is that you're one funnel away. If he can get you to believe that you're just one marketing funnel away from huge success, he happens to also sell funnel building software. You're a great customer now. So we want to do a similar one belief that helps your customers know that this product represents a new opportunity for them to get what they want. It's only achievable through the unique mechanism of your product. If you can get people to believe that, they're buyers. The unique mechanism ties into gaps in the market, and that helps you position your product. And then, of course, you tie the pains to pain relievers, the jobs to be done to the features, the dream outcomes to the emotional high points. And this is how this all works together. And if you're a startup, you brainstorm a lot. And you put your ideas in here, but none of it's validated, right? So you're going to start color coding and marking, like, where do we have evidence that this is true? And it helps you understand, hey, where do I have a high risk assumption about my product or my customer that I need to validate, and how can I do that quickly? So if you want this guide, how to use it, and the Miro template, just comment Canvas below and I'll send you the Rapid Marketing Canvas so you can start transforming your content marketing from an expensive guessing game to a predictable growth machine. The Canvas gives you a proven framework to quickly plan and execute high converting content without wasted effort. So that means no more stabbing the dark. You just follow the roadmap and you can rapidly turn readers into raving fans.